Should you buy stocks, should you buy real estate, or should you buy crypto? Let's have a look at those. What's going to give you the most amount of wealth the quickest? Okay, well, if you go back over 100 years, you'll see that if you invested in the S&P, you'd have made an average of 10% per annum. That's a great return. And the S&P has continued to perform consistently over a long period of time. If you invest in stock around the world, you're likely to make a far better return than leaving it in the bank. But is that the winner? Well, if we look at real estate over 100 years has averaged 4.2% per annum. In other words, it's consistently given a good return. And of course, people often leverage. In other words, they buy property, let's say put down 20%, they're leveraging by 5. So in other words, instead of making 4%, they've got their interest to pay, but if it's making 4 and they're paying off their interest, okay, then of course they can increase or leverage the return. Properties for some, I wouldn't invest into perhaps a third or a fourth. There's good reasons why to have 1 or 2 properties for me. Okay, when you're investing, remember, things can change, but property has consistently done well. So then we go to crypto. Well, that's crazy. If we look at Bitcoin as an example, in the last 10 years, it's done 100,000%. It's crazy. Okay, of course, it could do well again this year. But don't forget, in 2017, December to 2018, it dropped by 85%, wiping out lots of people that held crypto. In other words, it can be volatile. For me, it's part of a portfolio. It's going to give you higher returns. For me, of course, it's an opinion, but I always personally invest in structured notes, invest in good funds, invest in stock. Okay, and I also have some property, which I live in, and at the same time, for me, I've got some crypto. Diversification pays, but if you go back over a period of time, whilst volatile, crypto wins, then stock, then property.